question is, there seems to be some conspiracy on breaking India, may not be geographically at this point, but culturally, which is what binds India. What would be your thoughts, sir, on that?
So you see, the forces that are breaking the civilization, the Sanskriti of India, the language, culture, the way of thinking of India, the attacks are coming in many places. Attacks are coming, firstly, now Sanskrit is under attack. You may not know this, but there is, sometimes when a person, when a predator wants to eat up a prey, he will actually praise it, he will compliment it. He will say, "Arey, you're so nice, come to my home for dinner." But his idea is to eat him up. So our people get fooled with things that are not necessarily helping us. That's why I use the term digestion. Digestion is a term I've coined where our ideas are being appropriated and mapped onto somebody else's framework, and then the Indianness of that idea is gone. So in the case of Sanskrit, for example, Sanskrit is being replaced with something called computational linguistics. So of course there's a lot of praise that it's the most computer perfect language and every Indian gets very happy. And a whole lot of funding to create a field called computational linguistics. And what they're doing is taking Panini's grammar, removing the Sanskrit and turning it into a computer engine. So in the future, you won't need to learn Sanskrit. You won't need to, people won't even know Panini, what it means, who that is. And they learn some kind of a programming system and some kind of a computer engine which will have all the intelligence, all the rules of grammar and linguistics that Panini has. And so Sanskrit will be faded out. And now this property of computational linguistics will be nothing to do with India. It will be digested and become part of Western civilization. So if you look at the number of alphabets in Sanskrit, it is more than double that in English. So if you take a 26-letter alphabet, and you take a much richer alphabet which has got more than double the number of letters. If you take this rich alphabet like Sanskrit and you map it and reduce it to a smaller alphabet, you lose information, you lose value. So when you take Sanskrit alphabet and you map it onto computational linguistics, what you are losing is pronunciation. Then the mantra is not pronounced properly, and then the emphasis on a particular syllable or a particular sound is gone. So this is the result of computational linguistics, and I just give you one such example, but I'm writing books on hundreds of these where our civilization is being taken apart bit by bit. There are two kinds of attacks. One is negative, accuse us, caste problem, divide us, Hindu versus Buddhist. Buddhism is not a separate thing, it is just recently created as a separate thing, but it is being presented as a separate thing. Attack our deities, attack our gurus, attack our rituals, attack our holidays, remove those holidays, attack our pilgrim sites, our tirth places, give the land somewhere else. So one is very clear attack. The other is digestion. Take what is good and keep praising the Hindus, but keep turning it into something else, something non-Hindu. The second one is far more dangerous because we are not aware of it. The first one, we notice it. When somebody comes and attacks a guru or attacks Ganesh or attacks a ritual, it is very clear what he's doing. But when somebody comes and turns yoga into Christian yoga or Bharatnatyam into Christian Natyam and so on, all these things happening, then many of our people are lost and confused. Many of our people are saying, "Arey, it's good for us because they are praising us, they're spreading this knowledge," and so on. So I would say that we really have to worry about both of these attacks. Thank you.